Hello and welcome to Family History with Chris. I'm Chris. Thank you for joining me today. I've thought it's been a minute since I've updated my records as far as how things are going. Uh, so I wanted to go in here and show you how it's how it's going. How else do I say that? Okay, and what you do is when you go into the family history, everybody has this, and if you want to follow your own contributions, uh, go into my contributions, and then there's the stats down here, and it takes me a little bit to remember what I'm doing. Now, last year I did 145, total of 256. This year I'm up 72. So let's see, that's about half. Um, Twice as much as 144. See, I'm pretty close. But it's also the 30th of May, so we're almost halfway through this year. So not too bad, for being lazy and stuff, I guess. Uh, Also, I wanted to show on the family history, the last time I updated this was back when the Tallahassee, Florida temple was dedicated. Okay, so this is my list of temples dedicated, and I put pictures on, like for ones that where to go? See if I can. I don't know if I can see it or not. I'd like to open up the pictures. If anybody knows how to do this better, that'd be great. Anyway, there's a little picture of me by the Monticello Temple, and there's one for the Idle Falls. I do have one for the Pocatello, I think. Me and my kids. I have one for the Lubbock. Now the green means I've been through the temple, or I've been in the temple. Yellow is I've seen it. So you know what? There's one, and it's probably down here. The and I should get a picture of that, and I've seen that. I've been in the ochre. Well, yeah, duh, I've already got it counted. Provo City Center. I did go to the took my family through when they had the open house, and I have cousins that live out there close by, and so that's when I go to their house. It's you see it, so it's pretty neat. Pocatello, Idaho. I have a picture. I should post on here. Me and my kid while we were down in Pocatello, hanging out with my brother. Um, yeah, and then we get to Tallahassee, Florida. No, wait, I forgot what I was doing. I was looking for the one in um, Farmington, New Mexico. So what you probably do is Control F. That's find. Look for Farmington. Do I not have it on there? Oh, it's not built yet, so maybe that's why. Yeah, just the Albuquerque. So it's still under construction, but I've seen it. So what I do is I go out to Bloomfield, and as I'm heading towards Farmington, off to the right, so it's on the north side, you can see the temple. Okay, yeah. So anyway, the last time I updated was 2002. Yeah, 2002. 202, the Tallahassee, Florida. So let's take a look where we are now. It says 205, but has the Syracuse temple been dedicated yet? I know people are talking about it, where this one has two baptismal fonts. And then what was Elder Cook doing out in Birmingham. So I don't know, unless he was doing a groundbreaking. I don't know. Birmingham, England. Maybe that was they were out there for the announced temples or something. So already they're breaking ground on from 212 to 261. So that's a lot of temples. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 temples with groundbreaking announced. And then all these up to, unless I'm just looking at it weird. Exterior rendering released on these temples up to 315, and then the other temples here clear out to 382. Wow. So the reason why I wanted to show you this, it was okay, so 202, that was back in December. Here it is May. And just in those 5 months, we've had 3 temples dedicated. And it seems like, they're Sundays and stuff like that. So, but the work is going forward. That's, trying to get to that. It's hastening, and there's a lot of catching up to do. 203, 204, and 205 I need to put on there. I guess I'll do that later. What else can I show you? Yeah, so I need to do my list. Recently, I had some time and I was just checking out. I was helping the Colstroms. Found some information that I needed verified and stuff like that, and so I've been able to help out. And it also seems like when I go to the temple, I'm doing that list. They're from Sweden, and it's my grandma's side. Oh, yes. That reminds me. I don't remember if I talked about this yet, but my temple experience of just my wife and I got to go do sealings, and the spirit is there at the temple. I know it. Feeling the spirit, it for me, it's a physical feeling. It's near the heart, and I just know. It's hard to describe. But a lot of people, when I went on my mission, we would teach to identify the spirit. There's peace, tranquility, good feelings, happy, joy. These things, these feelings come from the spirit, and there's a feeling just right there in your, in my chest. There's a feeling, and I can feel when the spirit is not there, because it feels empty. And I can feel when the spirit is there, because it's full. I don't know how else to describe it, but the spirit is there at the temple. We go there, and for some reason, I need to learn how to do more names than just the 5. If anybody knows, please let me know. Leave me a comment or something. Let me know what I can do to do more names than just the 5. Because we had one couple. They only brought in one name, and then we had another couple, an elderly couple, a slew of names. Of course, they had a lot of sealings to parents to do and stuff like that. And then we had another couple there that had some names, and we had some names and stuff like that. So it was neat. And honestly, I didn't I didn't know that the people with one name only had the one name because like when you go up and do the ceilings, they want to do like a set, so like four or you know so many ceilings to the kids or things like that. Um, and they have a card that they come and tell you it's like, okay, when you do this, let's do this way. And what's interesting, it's been a while since I've done this, but I don't remember last time having being able to have another couple. So you got the man and the woman being the witnesses. Okay, and that probably happened back, when they changed that anybody above the age of 8 can be a witness, to the baptisms, and that makes sense. And what's really interesting, well, what I thought was interesting was, they would have the woman, uh, she would make sure that the sealer was saying it right, and they would have the man, uh, give the next card, and he'd read it and flip it over when he was done. And I know that women are good with this, making sure that things are said properly. Uh, at least my wife is, and she corrects me on a lot of things, and I do appreciate that. Um, so uh, yeah, that the group, the fam, I'm sorry, the couple, which is one name. I didn't realize that they had one name, but uh, the sealer stops afterwards and says, "How is this person related to you?" And it's interesting that the sealer would just randomly put things in there, and it sounds random, but I kind of don't think it is because everybody has a story, and that's what I'd like to do on this channel is get into other people's stories as well, because uh, I don't want to talk about myself. I'm sorry, my life is boring, but I'd like to learn other people's stories, uh, whether in family history. If you got someone with a good story, let's hear it. Or if you have a, what's your story? Anyway, they had this name, and they were asked, "What? How is this person related to you?" And it took a little bit, but the lady said, "Well, she isn't, but they went to the Nauvoo temple and, you know, got her name and had the strong impression that she needed to do all the work for this person." And it is just fascinating how, stories like that come out when the Spirit prompts this. I know this. The Spirit prompts the sealer to ask these questions. And, oh, there were others too. Like the other couple. Um, they had names of people they knew, like their aunt. It's like, I know this person, and talk about how she was, and she needed, just kind of stubborn, but she had asked them to, get this stuff done. So, but in this life, she was stubborn, and things like that. And so, go to the temple. The Spirit is there, and I'll share with you something I have on my bucket list. But what I've put on my bucket list is that I would like to be in the temple when Jesus is there. He lives, he walks those temples. Someday I know there's going to be a time when I'm going to be in the same temple as Jesus. Um, the this is just a bucket list, but the only way to fulfill this is to go to the temple as often as I can. And I hope that all of you can also, have a similar bucket item list, or have the same desire. Get to the temple. Um, this work is real, and it is what is most important at this time. And I think I've talked long enough, but I testify that this work is true, and families are important. That they can be eternal as long as we do the work. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.